As Josh and Heather push deeper into the ever-changing forest, reality begins to unravel. They discover Mike's abandoned jacket, encounter impossible visions of themselves, and realize their memories, including Josh himself, are slowly disappearing. The forest had become a predatory entity, a vast, breathing organism that fed on their disorientation. The trees were no longer individual pines and oaks, they were bars in a cage, shifting their geometry every time the characters blinked. The sound of snapping wood, a thick, wet crack like a femur being splintered, echoed through the brush with violent clarity. Mike and Heather froze, the camera jerking wildly before settling on the dark, impenetrable wall of hemlock. The silence that followed was not empty, it was pressurized, a heavy blanket of dread pressed against their eardrums, vibrating with an unseen frequency.
What was that?
Heather whispered, her voice a brittle thread. Her chest was heaving, her voice a brittle thread. Her chest was heaving.
Mike?
Josh called out, his voice cracking, shedding its bravado like dead skin.
Mike! We're here! Answer us!
There was no reply, just the rustle of dry leaves that sounded far too much like deliberate footsteps circling them. The sun, a pale, sickly light, began to bleed away behind the peaks, leaving the forest floor in a deep, bruised purple that seemed to swallow the light of their torches.
We're gonna put up the tent now,
Heather said, forcing a terrifying, artificial calm into her voice. Her eyes kept darting to the tree line, scanning for movement that wasn't there, or perhaps movement that was there, but choosing not to be seen.
I'm gonna have a meatball,
Josh said, his voice flat, staring at the floor of the tent as if he could see through the nylon to the soil beneath.
Just one meatball?
Heather asked, grasping for the thread of their old reality.
and a long, red glass of wine.
Josh continued, his eyes unfocused.
Deep, dark red.
Yeah, Heather breathed, her eyes welling up, the tears cutting clean, bright tracks through the dirt on her cheeks.
I would definitely have the whole fucking bottle of Bordello. I'd drink it until I couldn't see the trees anymore.
A pack of smokes.
Josh murmured.
Lucky strikes. I want to feel the burn in my lungs.
Smokes would be good. A long, hot bath. Imagine the water, Josh. Real, steaming water that burns your skin.
Steaming water that burns your skin. No mud. No pine needles. Just clean, hot, scalding water.
Pumpkin pie.
Josh said, a ghost of a smile touching his cracked lips.
A big pumpkin pie with ice cream. Warm, with the ice cream just starting to melt over the edge, turning the crust soft.
Yeah, that sounds good, Matley.
Heather said. She looked at him.
What's your favorite thing to do on a Sunday? Back home, in the real world?
It used to be. Drive to the woods and go hiking.
Josh let out a jagged, hollow laugh. It sounded like someone scraping a rock against a tombstone. It was a sound devoid of humor, a sound of total surrender.
Yeah, I think that's officially scratched off. I don't think I'll ever set foot on a trail again.
I think that might change now.
Josh replied, looking out the tent flap into the pitch-black void.
I think the woods have finished with us. I think we're just waiting for the cleanup crew.
Should we yell for Mike? Is it a trick? What if it's not him? What if it's the thing that took him?
Mike's voice drifted back, a wet, bubbling cry of pain that spiraled into a high-pitched, inhuman shriek that made the hair on their arms stand up.
Mike?
Heather scrambled to unzip the tent, her fingers fumbling with the teeth of the zipper. Mike! Josh scrambled out into the cold, damp air, his flashlight beam slicing through the mist, illuminating nothing but dancing, spectral fog that seemed to coalesce into shapes just out of focus.
Where's it coming from?
His head whipping from side to side. The sound came again, closer this time, a series of wet, bleeding moans that sounded like an animal being disemboweled.
Mike!
Josh screamed, his voice raw.
Mike, where are you? Tell me where you are! Stop playing this game!
Oh my God.
Huddled near the tent,
No. No, no, no. He sounds like he's dying, Josh.
Do you think that's them fucking with us?
Josh's voice was high, frantic.
Is that what this is? A sick, twisted game?
Is it over here? Behind the ridge?
No,
His light shaking so violently the beam danced wildly,
it's over here. Mike!
illuminating trunks that looked like flayed skin. The air turned freezing, an unnatural, biting cold that seemed to originate from inside their own chests. Their breath hung in the air like pale, bloated ghosts as they stared into the impenetrable darkness.
We'll look for him!
Josh yelled, taking a step into the blackness, his bravado finally breaking. Heather broke, the dam gave way, and she began to sob, an uncontrollable, rhythmic keening that she couldn't stop. It was the sound of a person realizing they were no longer the apex predator in their own life.
I don't know if it's really him.
Josh roared into the woods, tears streaming down his face, his voice cracking with a terrifying mix of grief and rage.
I don't know if it's really him, Josh. Tell me where you are. Don't let them have you.
Heather begged, her eyes wide. After finding nothing, they returned to their tent again.
Josh, please don't fall asleep.
I can't. My heart won't let me. Every time I close my eyes, I see the woods moving.
Whatever it is, it knows. It knows Mike is gone. It's waiting for us to be alone. It's counting the seconds until we're too tired to scream.
If that was Mike, he would have said where he was. He would have told us where he was hiding. He wouldn't just moan. That wasn't a human sound, Heather. Not completely.
Good night, Josh. If we don't wake up, I'm glad you're here. At least I'm not alone.
In the morning, Heather slowly unzipped the tent. The forest was silent, a heavy, expectant silence that felt like the moment before a guillotine falls.
I just want to show that Mike is here.
She whispered to the camera.
He's sleeping. He made it through the night.
She pulled the sleeping bag off Josh's face. He was pale, his skin slick with a cold sweat. She stepped out into the clearing, the camera lens focused on the ground. There, sitting in the center of the clearing, was a bundle of sticks. They were bound tightly by strips of Mike's flannel shirt, the red plaid, unmistakable, shredded into long, thin ribbons.
Oh, shit!
Heather gasped.
What the hell is it? Josh! Wake up!
What?
Josh groaned, stumbling out of the tent, his eyes bloodshot and vacant.
There's something out here. They left it for us.
Heather approached the bundle. She zoomed in, her hands trembling so badly the frame jumped.
Okay,
Her breath coming in ragged gasps.
I'm just gonna move it. I'm taking it away. It doesn't belong here.
She threw it over the log, but her hand lingered in the air, stained with a dark, viscous smear that smelled like copper and old iron. Josh stood, his body rocking back and forth in a trance-like state.
We'll just keep walking, okay? We'll just keep walking. There's a road somewhere. There has to be a road.
Okay.
Okay, Heather sobbed, wiping her hands on her jeans, but the stain wouldn't leave. It smeared further, painting her skin.